Well, just look at this stunning piece of machinery. Loads of chrome and a beautiful looking motorcycle. Now, this reminds me of the classic 500, a machine that I loved as a kid. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the new classic 650. This is the bigger version of the classic 350. Yes, it shares a lot of parts with the Interceptor, the shotgun, but it offers a completely different riding experience. Now, what is it in terms of overall mechanicals? How is it to ride, and what are the pros and cons of this beautiful looking motorcycle? That's exactly what we'll find out over the next few minutes. Now let's start off with the design, and as you can see, well, it is very similar to what we've seen on the classic 350, but it's just a lot bigger. Everything's bigger about this motorcycle. Even the wheels, a 19-inch wheel up front and an 18 at the back, that not just gives it a more dynamic road stance, it also changes the overall riding dynamics. And I'm sure most of you will notice the first thing is the dazzling amount of chrome on this motorcycle. It is just amazing. Yes, there are other colors too. You can buy it in red, teal, other colors, but well, I mean, my personal question would be, why? When you've got this, why anything else? Also, do not think that this is just a single seat version. You'll have to buy the rear seat as an accessory. It comes standard with a rear seat, but it's a removable seat, and when you do not have a pillion, you can just take it off, and then, I mean, just more chrome. Pea-shooter exhaust, both sides, and this large engine up front. The other amazing part about this motorcycle is the detailing. When you look at the overall fit and finish, the way the decals have been done, the paint quality, the chrome quality, it is just top notch. And well, it's all metal. The only amount of plastic I could find is the rear mirrors, some of the switches, and that's it. Everything else is Desh ka Loha. So yes, it is a classic motorcycle in every possible way, and I think it just looks fantastic. And if you are someone who has loved the way the classic motorcycles have looked, especially what the classic 500 was, I think this is a motorcycle just to fall in love with. Now, talking of instrumentation and equipment, well, in terms of the speedometer, you get the good old analog speedometer, and for other information such as the gear shifts, your trip meters, for everything else, including the fuel gauge, it's all digital. Small display, but convenient to read. You also get a tripper on the right side, so you can pair it through your phone, and you get turn-by-turn navigation, so that just makes life a lot easier. Instrumentation quality is really top-notch. Like I said, the chrome that has been done here is very good in terms of quality, and even the plastic quality of the switches is premium. One good thing I like about this motorcycle is you also get a Type-C charging socket here, so that's really convenient. At times when your phone is really running out of charge, you can just plug in a cable, and you get adjustable levers for the brake as well as the clutch. So overall, really impressive in terms of instrumentation and the kind of equipment you get. In terms of riding triangle, well, it's got upright handlebars, it's got center set foot pegs, and this saddle type seat. Of course, this one has a single seat, like I said earlier, but it will come standard with the rear seat as well. Now you'll see it's got a very relaxed riding position, so you're not really leaning forward. You are in a very relaxed manner, and that just makes long distance riding very, very comfortable. And now let's get to the most important part, that's the performance. And this is where I'll tell you the pros and cons of the motorcycle, but let's get the hardware things out of the way. First, changes when you compare it to the Interceptor or the Shotgun. The wheels, like I said earlier, 19-inch up front, 18 at the back, and what that does is it changes the ride dynamics. Also, the wheelbase is slightly different, but engineers say it's not enough to make a difference to the overall dynamics. Keep in mind, this is the heaviest Royal Enfield motorcycle on sale right now, 243 kgs. And when you need to move it around when it's not powered by the engine, well, that can be a bit of a task. But once you get going, it suddenly sheds weight, feels a lot lighter to ride. Although when you're taking those tight U-turns, you still feel the heft. But as long as you are going at a fairly decent pace, it feels pretty light to ride. Also, the riding position, like I mentioned earlier, very relaxed. This seat, though, I think could have been a little grippier. The material, in terms of comfort, I think it's okay. It's not really great. It's not bad. You can easily use it straight out of the showroom. You can go in for your long distance rides, but I think it could be a little better in terms of cushioning. When you're wearing these riding pants, you do tend to, sort of slip a bit when you're braking hard. So I think that is one area of improvement. But beyond that, I think the motorcycle just rides beautifully. It is also different in terms of tuning. Yes, same engine, same power figures, 46.3 horsepower, a little over 52 Newton meters of torque. And but the tuning has been done in a way just to make it much more relaxed. The power delivery is not as hurried as you see on the Interceptor, so you get a much more relaxed throttle response, and that just suits the character of this motorcycle. It's a calm looking retro beautiful motorcycle, and the engine overall, the power delivery just goes along well with it. Refinement levels I think are pretty good. Slight improvement could be there, but not an area where I would make any complaints. I think it's right up there. In terms of the sound, I think these exhaust pipes make a decent amount of sound. Now keep in mind, considering all of the norms, the pollution and the sound norms that this bike has to adhere to, all of us biking enthusiasts wish it could have been louder, but in its stock form, I think it makes a decent sound, and especially when you're riding, you're just gunning it, it does sound quite throaty with a good amount of bass. In terms of handling, well, I think it's a very stable motorcycle to ride. Straight line stability, no issues at all. The braking setup, the front disc and the rear disc, single disc setup on both wheels work well. The brakes, the front brake though is a bit snappy, and I'm not sure if this is because the motorcycle is brand new. It's done hardly 100 kilometers, so, and that includes about the 60-70 kilometers that we rode. So the front is a bit snappy, but it's something you will get used to. Nothing really to make your life hard. And also suspension. Well, compared to the Shotgun, this does not get a USD. It's got a telescopic suspension. I think the suspension, both front and rear, works well. Not really stiff, not overtly soft. Basically, you get a comfortable ride, and at the same time, we've been riding today on the twisties through Coonoor, and these ghat roads, well, I haven't had any problem. In fact, it's very easy to just grind these foot pegs into the road, so you can really lean the motorcycle without any problem. And sticking to the topic of performance, also these tires that you see, well, these are MRF tires specially developed for the classic 650, and they offer a good amount of grip and they suit the character of this motorcycle. That's the most important thing. It's not just about getting a knee down on every motorcycle, every corner. So it suits the character of the motorcycle, and as far as high speeds capability is concerned, well, it's the same 650 engine, so it doesn't mind being ridden at 100, 120 all day. It can happily do those speeds, and that means all the brilliant expressways that we're getting in the country, you can go out, explore them. I think overall it's a brilliant effort by Royal Enfield. The classic 650 is just tremendous in terms of overall packaging, and at the prices you see, starting price 3.37 lakh, and this one, of course, the chrome one, this is the most expensive one, 3.5 lakh ex-showroom. I think it offers you a lot for the money, and is also a stunning motorcycle to look at. It's good to ride. It's got good equipment level. Yes, like I said, things such as the seat material, a bit of the front brake lever, and a bit of seat comfort. Those are things that could have been better, but beyond that, I think it's a brilliant motorcycle. Maybe it's time to cash in those SIP savings and get this one. It's that good. Well, if you like this video, then please hit that subscribe button and also press that little bell icon so that our videos reach to you on time, and do not forget to share it.